Formula One makes its trip back to the Americas continent. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. The Canadian Grand Prix marks round 8 on the calendar before we go to Austria at the end of June. Back to back with the British Grand Prix getting closer and closer. Hungary, then Belgium take us into the summer break before the Netherlands and Italy now go back to back. Singapore and Japan again in September. Then it's Qatar and the United States with our sprint races before Mexico and Brazil, the last sprint of the year. Las Vegas now on the 18th of November, remember, and Abu Dhabi on the 26th. To round us out in 2023. Max Verstappen is leading the Drivers' Championship on 170 points to Sergio Perez on 117. Fernando Alonso is on 99 with Lewis Hamilton on 87, George Russell on 65, Carlos Sainz 58, Charles Leclerc on 42. A bad couple of races for him. Lance Stroll on 35, 10 Claire Esteban Ocon on 25, Pierre Gasly rounds out the top 10 on 15. Lando Norris has 12 points to his name on 11th. Then we get Nico Hülkenberg 12th on 6. Oscar Piastri is next on 5. Valtteri Bottas has 4, the same as Zhou Guanyu. 2 apiece for Yuki Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen. 1 for Alexander Albon. Still no points this season for Nick de Vries or Logan Sargent. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull lead the way on 287 points to now Mercedes in second on 152. Aston Martin have 134 with Ferrari now 4th on 100. Alpine are on 40 points, McLaren on 17. Haas have 8, the same as Alfa Romeo. AlphaTauri's on 2 and Williams have 1 point. Let's take a look around the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve here on the Ile Notre Dame in Montreal, Canada. 3 DRS zones, 2.710 miles as well. Flat out circuit with only 14 corners. My personal favourite on the calendar. Get the last corner right through the chicane, past the wall of champions, and then begin the lap. Keep the car pretty much dead centre to the track as well to allow yourself to groove in to a nice braking zone to the first corner. Hard to the left, then double right as well. Down to second gear, control the exit speed, be careful not to lose it as you come down the hill. 3 and 4 chicane as well, drops down dramatically. You can take a lot of entry curb and get as close to the wall as you possibly can. Through the casino on the right hand side as well. Turns 6 and 7, my favourite of the track as well. You can get with so much speed through here as we approach the DRS zone of the track. Hurtling down towards turns 8 and 9. A fast, quick flick. This time, right to the left, down the way, 4th gear, back on the power. Again, brazen the wall of the exit as you hurtle down towards the turn 11 and 12 complex as well. Heavy on the hairpin brakes for turn 11 as well. A little bit of a lock-up, always possible here, and it's a master of a corner in the wet. Through 11, then the Kinker 12, down the back straightaway. This is the original start zone for the Canadian Grand Prix. Now it's your best opportunity to overtake as you hurtle down to 13 and 14. Past the chicane and the wall of champions once again. Clip the corner, ride the curb, get as close to the exit, then keep your car to the right-hand side of the track to get a quick exit time across the line. And that is a lap of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Sorry, it's not practice, it's qualifying. I was meant to turn that off before, but it was like the notification call. Hello, everyone. everybody, welcome to the Canadian Grand Prix and the qualifying hour in what is tricky conditions. It has started raining again, but it is light rain, but it could get very heavy quite quickly. The track's still damp, it hasn't dried up. We're in a very much an unusual situation. Adam and Omi alongside as well. Josh will be in the box. Omi will go down to the pitch. Jess is there too, but Ted's in the pit lane right now.
10 minutes, so that's the update on the weather. Right, Carlos Sainz update. They've just finished. Only now they've just finished. The car, look, there you go. Put the double-sided sticky tape on the side just to smooth out the surfaces. And there is Carlos, just getting his head together. He needs to focus. The car is only just finished. It's just had its laser scan so that all the setup is perfect, and he knows he needs to deliver because Charles Leclerc on the other side of the garage is going to be a factor in challenging Red Bull for pole. Sergio Perez, 2.7 seconds off Max Verstappen's pace in free practice 3, P17. So Perez is going to have his hands full with these two Ferraris. But what is going on at Mercedes? Yes, they've made some progress this weekend compared to how they started it, but look, as we just see George Russell getting into his car, their problem is getting this heat into the intermediate tyres. The track is intermediate tyres at the moment, not full wet, but the Mercedes so easy on their tyres, they are struggling to get the heat in. So I expect to see Russell and Hamilton straight out when qualifying starts.
Thank you very much, Ted, as well. The session underway shortly. As you can see, just in a few moments' time. Let's get the thoughts of Adam and Omi. We're going to hear from Adam in the race as well, but so we'll start with you, Omi. What are you expecting then? Looking at the track right now, it does kind of look intermediate weather. Rain's incoming. It's going to be fun. What are you expecting here today?
It really is going to be fun. Even though it looks intermediate, it can easily start raining again and then it could get to full wet. So we could be here for hours, so it's going to be really, really interesting. Can Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin challenge? Can we see Alpine maybe jump in there somewhere? Or will it be Red Bull who maintain first position, as they have done for the majority of this season, really, for every race? But, yeah, so the question is anyone going to be able to deny them? I think we're all hoping that maybe someone just gets ahead of them today. It's going to be tight, though, and it's going to be important for the teams to be alert because the weather can change very quickly, as we found out yesterday.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and Megan was supposed to be hosting this session as well, but she'll be joining us. She's got a headache, so she's not here just yet. She's taking some tablets. And will join us. Adam's here, though. Hi, Adam. Excuse me, couldn't stop sneezing there. Hello, Adam. How are you?
Doing good, Josh. And I will say, after what we saw in FP3 with Max Verstappen on top one more time, qualifying is going to be a tricky one with the weather. And I said that it's going to be a Mercedes front row with a Red Bull row on row 2. So hopefully my prediction will come true.
Hopefully so, indeed. Josh T, are you back yet?
He's not.
No. Hi, Jess. How are you? I know you're eating, but hello. You okay?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. We could be in for a long session, but I think this could spice things up with the wet qualifying that we could expect. We could see a mixed-up grid. We could see people you might not expect make it out of Q1. I like Canada. It's one of my favourite tracks, mainly because of the action. I commentated on the 100% race earlier, so I kind of know what to expect. From a wet quality perspective, it could be chaos.
Megan's just texted me saying I'll be in soon as well, but it's almost ready to go then. The Canadian Grand Prix at a different speed. It's going to be the most exciting, enthralling session as well. 12 months ago, we had a wet qualifying here, and it was the best of the year. But Fernando Alonso, second on the grid as well. This year, he's in a faster car. Could it put him on pole position? Red Bull have been off the pace as well, but they found a little bit of grip in practice 3. The conditions are round about the same. It is unpredictably predictable what we are going to see here in qualifying. How many red flags? We don't know. Is the weather going to improve or get worse? We don't know. Crashes galore. Who's going to be out in qualifying? Nobody can tell. And that is the luck. We're literally a racetrack on a man-made island around the casino. It's a bit like Monaco, this track. And that is what exactly we're going to need. Precision to hit the barriers. Here it comes then. Qualifying for the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix is about to get underway. Stand by for the most unpredictable qualifying of the year. Unpredictably predictable, that's what we're going to see here today. On a man-made island in the Ile Notre Dame, built for the World Expo back in 1967, then held the Summer Olympics in 1976. We welcome you to Montreal in Canada for qualifying for round 8 of the season. Another trip to the Americas continent as well. Miami, Canada, United States, Mexico, Las Vegas and Brazil, all tied together on this side of the world, and a fantastic racetrack. 61.42% of the lap is at full throttle. 3 DRS zones, 212 miles an hour is your top speed. Not sure how fast we'll go today though. Track conditions, bad. Atmosphere, tense. Expectation, a lot of fun. Forget the C5 soft, C4 medium and C3 hard. It's all about how many greens you're going to eat today. The intermediate tyre. Or if it gets too bad, have a blue or with a wet tyre. The cloud cover is starting to come over the Ile Notre Dame circuit as well here. Just blowing in on the St. Lawrence Seaway, coming towards it. Is raining. Air temperature 16 degrees, that's 60 Fahrenheit. Track temperature 18 degrees Celsius, 64 Fahrenheit. Humidity at 88%, that's also 8.6 kilometers an hour wind speed. Adam's joining us in the commentary box this weekend. Omi's here until Josh comes in, and then we'll send him down. But Omi's with us. Oh, okay, we'll swap over in a minute. All right, we'll swap over then and now. But Adam, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Low grip conditions, wet track, no DRS, 90% chance of rain. Rain's getting worse. We're in for a great quali. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and bienvenue and bonjour to everyone watching around the world, wherever you may be. Here at Ile Notre Dame at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We saw an FP3 Max Verstappen on top, but now we get into qualifying. Can he maintain that performance here, or will Mercedes, Aston Martin, or even Alpine knock him off? Qualifying is about to begin here in these tricky wet conditions, so we'll see if Max Verstappen can keep up that momentum he had in FP3. To me, I say, hey.
It's going to be fantastic, this one. Nice to have you back, Adam, as well, in the comments box after Miami. Josh T is with us now as well. And Josh, the atmosphere through the roof now as well. As we've been saying, green light in 1 minute 25. It's a gamble. What tyre do you go on? Full wet, intermediates. It was raining throughout, raining now. It's all over the place as well. Rain possibly expected in 38 minutes, we're being told as well. So that could come into it as well, into the screen. All looking strong into the braking zone. What do you expect, Josh, from this session?
Yeah, hello everybody. I looked out and it was absolutely pouring it down. And I was like, I looked out, I was like, oh, it's pouring it down. And then I saw something in the corner of my eye and I was like, I looked again. It's like, it's pouring it down and there's washing on the line. So, that was a little bit of fun. Do you want, I'm guessing you need not Josh T in to keep the cameras where they are?
35 seconds to go until the green light comes on. Megan's going to be walking in the box shortly. She has got a headache though, everyone, so let's keep that in mind. I wish I could turn the earphones down a little bit. I might give her a handheld mic actually instead, if she doesn't want to have her headset on. That might be a little bit easier for her, at least up here in the comms box. So I'll have that prepared for her. We're getting ready for the start though of the session, and I'll tell you what, guys, unpredictably, this is going to be great. And let's go down as well with the green light coming on soon. 3, 2, 1, in fact. The green light is on. Intermediate tyres are cool. The Canadian Grand Prix session is underway here at the Ile Notre Dame. Nobody's got any idea what we're going to see in this session. The amount of water is unbelievable. And whoever ID'd the F1 LED board here needs sacking because it's way too big. It nearly covers the start lights. But they're all going out there on intermediate tyres. They're all taking their time. And I'll tell you one thing as well, Josh. I'm surprised about the wash on the circuit I'm seeing. I think there's going to be a lot of spray shortly. They've got to take care, otherwise they're going to see cars in the walls immediately.
Yeah, and we don't want slipping and sliding. The wall is still there, both walls, I do believe. Hopefully they get removed by tomorrow, but it is the FIA at the end of the day, so we don't.
Radios, Joe.
So.
Oh, he's stopping.
What's the problem? I lost drive, I have no power.
Joe stopping, he's got no drive, and this might be a red flag already. Oh, and that's Adam, that's going to bring the rain in as well, but this is heartbreak for Joe Guanyu. He's not even going to start this session, it seems. He's going to be stuck. Hey, look, he's stuck in first gear, so I reckon that's hydraulic. And I can't hear any engine.
He is really struggling.
Little drive. What do you think?
Yeah, it's called. You feel for Go Guanyu right now. He wanted to get out there, but with this red flag, when it comes and with the rain coming, you want crazy. Wet weather is always crazy. So it's going to be an unpredictable qualifying session.
I'm trying to look at Joe's on board.
You check, I'm having no power.
Yeah, we're checking.
The
Yeah.
more photo I use, the worse it gets.
Well,
Still awaiting feedback.
I cannot go more photo than what I do now.
So it looked like by
yeah, so he's struggling as well. No drive, no drive. So I'm looking on his onboard cameras and he's struggling as well on the Sky F1 app. He's coasting around at the moment as well. Alonso's on the intermediate tyres coming in, and now we've got the yellow flag coming out, so that might stop it. Jesse's watching, it might be the curse to come into it. Megan's here. Instead of your headset, I have you a handheld mic, so you'd have to put your ears on. I thought that might work better for you if you want to put your somewhere. There you are, Megan.
I was going to ask if you could do that anyway.
I've already got it on. Joe stopped on the circuit. That might bring out a red flag, unfortunately. Mike, remember, as they come up.
What's going on? What's happening?
He's got no drive and he's just come to a stop.
Who?
Joe Guanyu. Just stopped coming out the track. Yeah. I need to turn that up a little bit, actually.
Also, my hair looks a mess, so...
It is.
You look fine.
Megan, your hair doesn't look like a mess. It's called.
Oh!
It's called, and
It's
gonna be a red flag.
I'll make sure, Megan, that I'm really, really nice, during this qualifying session
Yeah,
for
you're not
you.
going to be. You're not going to be. Megan's listening. She hasn't got her headphones on, but I've turned her headphones towards a red flag. So they've stopped the session. They've stopped the clock.
Does that mean I can sleep?
Yeah, put your head down for a minute. You can put that
Is
down.
that possibly going to be released in unsafe condition?
I reckon it is. Josh. I reckon that could be. Instead of
Because
putting your head down,
it's-
put your head down on there.
He's not even got past the end of the white line and it's already problems.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So red flags out then. Session suspended. Clock has stopped at 4:33. So for 14:33. So let's stop the count on the session now. And he stopped anyway. So Jess had called it with the red flag. And I tell you what, Megs, as well, it's going to be an interesting session coming forward.
It will be.
Say again.
It will be.
Yeah, let's keep your microphone there. Rain,
He's got going again.
Oh. Okay. Control Alt Delete seems to have fixed the problems. Is that a tactical red, do you reckon, to protect the rain? It's quite bizarre to happen immediately. Megan is enjoying that idea. Is it, do you reckon, tactical red?
Yes.
Megan's nodding.
Um,
Let's hear from Joe.
So try to come back and slow in.
Trying to come back and slow in. Okay. Jess, what do you make of that?
Wow, it took me a while to unmute. Yeah, it's a bit weird actually that I think it might be just Joe's misunderstanding probably. Maybe he didn't know the settings, I don't know. But it's a bit confusing in my opinion.
Oscar Piastri, what's he done wrong down at turn 1? Oh, he's locked up the front, right? Oh, he's going to go straight off the track.
all wets are needed.
Yeah, we're seeing this so often now as well. This car's just making these errors. We've just had a massive crash in the commentary box. What on earth happened there? Several things flying off at high speed and nearly hitting me.
As well.
Yeah. Wow, okay, there we go.
Maybe it's a good thing that crash, because then it stops you from breaking your lead.
Yeah, turn that radio up. What's happened?
I locked the fronts.
I locked the fronts. I locked the fronts. That was a scary accident. As they bring out the red flag. And that was the 21, Nick DeFries, locking up and going straight on at
I think
turn
I
1.
found a good position to sleep.
Okay, well Megan can just go sleepy beach for a little bit with your headache. If you don't want to be, you can take quality off. If you want to go back in.
No.
She's now giving me a death stare and telling me no.
No. I want to do this. I want to see the carnage.
All right. Well, we've got a red at the moment.
Yay.
That sound guard, however, I'm worried about more. It's hanging off the side. Okay.
I just realised, has anyone ever actually seen how I am when I'm not well?
Sorry, just keep going, because your mic's, I need to adjust it. Go on.
Has anyone ever actually seen on the channel how I am when I'm not well? Obviously you have, because we are siblings. You've seen me very, very, very ill.
I don't think we've ever seen you ill.
Surprise,
No.
surprise, and no.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
No.
Why aren't you well? Is it just a headache you've got?
I've got a headache, which I think is a byproduct from me not being well.
Oh my. Here's Joe Guan Yu.
Strange feeling. No, nothing. The durability is real strange.
Ted, you're down there.
Ted's down there.
Yes, thank you, Crofty. Yeah, Alfa Romeo right in front of me. The engine sounded healthy enough as he came in. I'm thinking either, as you say, software, something in the electronics, or potentially a hydraulic issue. So the engine did sound fine as he trundled in. I've got to say they didn't look too worried on the Sauber pit wall. The chief engineer, Chevy Pujolar, just talking to Zhou Guanyu's engineer, and as he's wheeled back, I think they've got a little bit of optimism they might be able to fix this. But yeah, everybody else coming back in, and as soon as I say that, everybody else coming back
restart
out again.
Right, here we go then. Session restarts at 14:33. That's in 20 seconds' time.
I
And
was also watching The Nanny until 3 a.m.
oh, that'll do it. So 43 will be the
I
time.
don't-
When will the session end?
I don't get why everyone's going out, because it's here. It's saying
2
we're
minutes to
going
go.
green in 2 minutes.
So
Boredom.
we're going to go green at 10 minutes past the hour. With 14 minutes, that's 24:43.
Oh, I found a good position
24:33.
33. All right, there we go. So yes.
I found a good position to
No,
be
it's
in.
43. It's 43. It is 43. It's not 33. It's 43. So there we go. Get that
Have
sorted.
they changed it then?
No, look. There's 14:33 left on the clock.
Hooray.
Session goes green at 10 past. 10 past. 10 seconds. Remember. Count the 10 seconds back in, and then you'll get your times back. Rain's coming. We don't know when. So session's going to restart, and fingers
Soon.
crossed. Megan says soon. I can see dry lines, though, appearing on the start-finish straight already. That's just after a
Yes.
couple of seconds, Adam.
Yeah, same here, Josh. And well, by the way, Megan, I'll give you some advice for your headache. I would take a couple aspirin and then get you a nice long sleep. And if that doesn't work, if you still have your headache in the morning, take you a hot shower.
I love a hot
That's
shower.
what normally works for me.
I'm gonna
You know-
do that. Also, drink a cup of tea. Very British of me.
Oh, that'll work too, Megan. And also to let all of you viewers know, this weekend, F1 23, the video game, has been launched,
Yes.
and our good friend Jess is in the pits. Go to her YouTube channel because she has a sort of preview of what the game is going to look like. You know, so
Yes, it does.
so for all of you who like video games, F123 is a really cool video game, and Jess will tell you all about it. So Jess,
Hang on. Sorry.
hold on with your.
I'm going to have to stop you there because I'm going to have to restart OBS quickly for the session because... Green light, away we go then once more. The session restarts, and now we're going to see all the action. Everyone is heading out there on the track, and we're going to find out exactly what the situation is. Just while the cars are coming out to finish Adam's point, Jess, what's the new game like then on F123? What have you enjoying about it so far?
The handling is a lot better. I can actually, the cars feel more responsive. I like the new Las Vegas.
Looks okay, Joe.
Sorry, that wasn't my fault. It comes automatically now. Go on.
Yeah, the Las Vegas track is quite good. I love guitar. I love racing around guitar. And it just generally has more of a nice feel this time. It's really good.
And there's some... Oh, no. Do you remember yesterday the cotton whitewash we saw on the circuit?
Pollen.
The pollen, yeah. It's actually falling. And that means that the wind's picking up and the rain's coming in. So it is getting bad. Are you okay?
Let's hope it doesn't go into a driver's eye.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need as well.
Raining turn 2, says Sergeant.
And I thought it was because that's where the pollen is. So that rain's coming. So we're going to see our best lap times now in this session. Yeah. Let me know, by the way, on the YouTube stream if I'm echoing, because I'm standing directly next to Megan's microphone, which is sort of causing a little bit of a power effect. Yeah, if you move over there, that might work. I don't know.
I can hear a little echo on the Discord.
How about now?
That's all right then.
How about now?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's just going to cause a little bit of an echo, because Megan's mic is sort of like...
I feel like Davros.
Yeah. Actually, if you turn away, that works. Turn away and it works. No, the other way.
Diana says you're good.
Oh, great, okay. So, Verstappen from Perez, but it's a 1:27.231. That's the opening banker lap time at the moment. Then we get Albon, Bottas, Verstappen, Leclerc, top 5. And Verstappen's already up in that first end. Verstappen has already started a lap time. That's how short of a track it is here. He's already punching above it, and he's up in that first sector, Megan.
I'm not usually impressed by Max's antics, so I am now.
I think everyone's impressed. First sector's a 24.2, second sector a 27.270. Max Verstappen is absolutely electrifying as he comes into the braking zone. He's 2 seconds faster. The track drying out at the same time it's getting worse. I'll tell you what, I always see slaking at him, but is this the session where he puts it in the champion's wall?
Gosh, that's a very good question, and I'm gonna say yes. I think it'll happen. And oh yeah, if you watched FP3, I told you I would reveal my pick.
Yes.
For the Canadian Grand Prix. It is a driver who has won here in the past. He drives a Mercedes, and he hasn't won in a long time. I am going with Sir Lewis Hamilton to win at Circuit Gilles.
That was my pick.
Notre Dame.
That was my pick.
Everyone's going for Lewis Hamilton at the moment.
I'm going to pick whoever I
Ed
randomly
has
pick.
got it as well for pick a winner.
Everyone's got it at the moment there.
Oh, we
so
got
maybe
a
I can-
nice reading.
Verstappen's fastest with a 1:24.106. Albon in there as well. But here comes Magnussen. Hülkenberg goes third. Alonso's fastest middle sector.
Sainz.
You're going Sainz for pick a winner. Okay. He was second here last year,
Ooh,
but
that's a good-
Magnussen's
Ooh,
just got
that's a good
second. Magnussen.
What about Omi?
Amy, what about you?
Leclerc.
Of course, it's
Okay, that's a good pick, my friend.
course.
I like that pick.
Well, Adam, I always pick it, so.
Here comes
Now
Norris.
I know.
Alonso, Norris goes fourth, Gasly goes eighth, Alonso's having a bit of wheel spin on the last corner, and Alonso goes fastest by half a second to Verstappen. It's a 1:23.581.
I've decided something. Since I randomly picked Sainz, the only time I'll have 2, like if Alonso wins,
Yeah,
then I choose him.
okay.
Because I
That's good.
can't not, though the random finger pointer chose Sainz.
Verstappen 1:22.843 goes fastest, Alonso second, Perez third, Ocon fourth, Magnussen fifth, Albon sixth, Norris is seventh, Bottas ninth, De Vries 10th, Hang on, Hamilton's gone third. And Perez has locked straight up at Josh at turn 8 and 9.
Yeah, there are always going to be cars looking up there, and that's one of the Ferraris of Charles Leclerc cutting it there and having to pull right left to go round the bollard. Just had to cut, like, got the first right, got a little bit of a slide, and just had to just go back in and do like a little bogey lap, bogey chicane, if you say, but a lot of curb there at turn 8 from Lando Norris as well.
Just quickly, Dio Nat says, here we go. Paul says, fingers crossed for Lando. Dio Nat says, I'm nervous. I'm never buying her forever. Romeo, that is. Dio Nat says, I'm crossing my fingers, Paul. Paul says, 2 Cocodamol after eating, and you'll be right back in an hour. You've just eaten and you've just had to...
I need to take.
Have you not taken any tablets?
No.
Go and take some tablets.
Mum gets annoyed at me for that because I tend to just go through illnesses and just like, I'll only take tablets when people remind me.
Well, go take some tablets now. Go leave the box and go take some tablets.
I will when it's in the gap between qualifying too.
Okay, in the gap between the sessions, Megan will take some paracetamol.
Right,
As Piastri's there, yeah, because you're hosting tomorrow, so don't be ill. You're hosting the pre-show.
No promises.
I'll be on my own otherwise, not in IndyCar.
That's true, because I'll have to do it, yeah. Although Ed's going to be there. Ed stepped in very quickly. Sonoda goes 8th.
I saw that.
I thought you meant. Sonoda goes 8th. Piastri 9th. Russell to 10th, looking quick. And Hulkenberg to 4th. Time's getting brilliant. And Lando's on the dry line on the intermediates. He's got Ferrari in the way. That's Carlos Sainz.
Magnussen
goes up into 5th position. And here comes Lando Norris. 18th across the line to 3rd.
Woo!
1:23, 1:26. Cross the line goes the 2 Ferrari. Gasly goes 9th. Not some bad times going on here. Some really interesting ones. And I'd just like to point out, if 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I wanted to buy 2 Coles 4104 lip mics instead of Audio-Technica headsets, and Megan said, oh no, I'd rather just use a headset, she's now having to use a lip mic. This is my point.
This is fine.
Yeah, but a lip mic would have been easier for you to hold.
I'm not even
Lip
holding
mics are
it.
the best.
See?
I'm not even holding
I
it.
want to try one out. That'll be really cool.
I've had the honour of having one lip mic in my life, the proper Coles one. I've tried it. They're so great. Hamilton 4th, 1:23, 1:88. And Albon from 16th to 5th. Wow.
It's on your list if I can find one that's affordable.
Coles 4104 lip mic. Honestly, I've said it my entire life. The only thing I've ever wanted, a Coles 4104 lip microphone. Proper commentator. Always wanted it. Never got it. Even when I had the money to, I never got it. Hello to tune in as well. Scott asks, so what do you guys think? Will Stroll be dropped by the team for a quicker driver? I wish so, but probably not. What do you think, Adam? Stroll getting dropped?
No, I don't think so. Because I think I don't think Lance Stroll will be dropped. And also, guys, we gotta give a special shout out to Martin Tyler of Sky Sports.
Yes.
I do believe he will not be calling any more EPL games, and he's been doing it for a very long time. So it won't be the same without Martin in the comm box for a Man U game or a Chelsea game, or it's a sad day for fans of the EPL.
Conditions right. Source free, dry. No. Understand.
I can understand the thought process though, because parts of this racetrack are...
What did Max even mean just then?
Is it good enough for dry tyres? That's what I'm thinking. There's a McLaren right on the racing line as well. Not working just so far. As I come across the line, I agree with you, Martin Tyler no longer working for Sky. Big shake-up there. At least we know where we stand. In this commentary box, nobody ever gets sacked. My broadcaster's got cut off for something stupid, says Turin. Well, nice to see you here. Yeah. Hamilton! Sliding. big opposite lock there as well for Lewis, coming out of the turn number 10 and 11. And this is into the 13-14 chicane with Charles Leclerc. And he's on the radio because he's got an AlphaTauri ahead of him.
Copy. We've seen it.
Sonoda is quite a something or another.
Not the first person to say that today.
No.
I mean, they called him blind man and they just rolled with it after that.
Even Will Power was saying that Romain Grosjean deserved to be punched in the face, and Scott Dixon, what was it, throttled, something like that, strangled Scott Dixon?
That's a bit much.
Will Power was going for it this weekend.
So that's why he was trending.
Yes, that's why he was trending.
Yes, that's right, Megan. Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yes, it's because if you guys watched IndyCar qualifying, Will Power first was mad at Scott Dixon, and now he's mad at Romain Grosjean. So if I'm everyone in the IndyCar paddock, Road America, I stay away from Will Power.
Incident involving Zhou Guanyu has been reviewed, no further action. And that has been because he caused the red flag. And technically, by the letter of the law, he shouldn't be allowed to continue in qualifying. But they've allowed him to for some reason.
It was probably just a malfunction.
Probably was, yeah.
I'm more concerned of why that wasn't investigated for release in unsafe condition.
That could be another factor. Look, this is Sonoda slowing in the middle sector. Gasly goes 9th. In the drop zone, by the way, it's Stroll, De Vries, Sonoda, Sargent, Zhou. Bottas goes up to 11th place. Well, it's for some people asking, is it a dry or wet quali? It's an intermediate quali. It's dry on the racing line, and some parts it's wet.
I would suggest having intermediates on there.
Slick tyres or wets?
By the next session, I would
Slicks.
go for wets.
Because it's raining coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw what it was. Green on the inside.
It's going to be raining soon then.
Let's hope it doesn't get darker.
A lot of shrubbery in the middle of the track. Verstappen to the top, 121.7. 3.9, yeah. Charles isn't happy either. Charles is not in charge here in Canada.
When is he ever?
No, he's never as he chases. He's always out somewhere.
No.
Oh, Hamilton.
I need to come in. I can't see anyone in my mirrors, mate.
Is anyone actually behind you?
Hamilton! Use your mirrors!
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anyone use their mirrors in Formula 1 and IndyCar, Scott Dixon?
I don't think anybody has.
No.
Can't be that hard. Just use your mirrors.
You just have to look to the side. You don't even have to move your head. You just have to glance your eyes over.
Albon 4th! Albon's gone 4th!
Good for him.
What?
It's the hairs. You don't anything new to it.
Norris is 2nd! 121.998! Lando's doing what he did last time out in Spain! Sonoda's a 14th!
Read my tweet from yesterday.
Yes! With the 4th for what was it, Jess? Go on.
In 2011, Jenson Button won in these type of conditions were changeable. In car number 4, and he came near the back of the grid. So we're seeing wet conditions here in 2023. Lando Norris is driving in the McLaren car number 4. Alonso!
Megan's collapsed. That's it. that's finished her off. Alonso with a 121.583. And Stroll goes 8th.
Stroll!
I know, Megan, I know. Alonso's fastest. What happens if he gets pole position?
Megan's calling it.
I don't think she's got the energy. You have to put a headset on there.
Alonso doing good.
Maybe Megan's headache will go away if Fernando Alonso gets the pole.
She'll start.
If anything, I think it'll get more aggravated because I'll be jumping up and down shouting.
Okay, Megan.
Just give it.
Right.
Just jump up.
Bottas! Purple's it. Oh no, he's gone.
Better be gone.
Verstappen, 123.196. Oh, we got a
What
traffic
the
jam.
hell?
It's Carlos Sainz on the racing line. He's blocking everybody. He's blocked Sonoda, and he's turned in on him. He was warned about that in qualifying practice 3, and he's done it again.
Good, block everyone so no one else can pass Alonso's time.
Sainz was told not to do that. He was given a warning by the stewards. Leclerc is investigating. Checkered flags out. Magnussen goes 7th. Bottas is in the drop zone. He crosses the line and goes up into 7th position. Magnussen's 8th. Alonso tops the session.
again!
1:21.481. What can Esteban Ocon do? He's 16th at the
Go on,
moment.
second, fifth.
And look at that. Piastri's at risk. Gasly, Tsunoda, De Vries, Sergeant Joe. That's the drop zone. Will it be the drop
Russell's
zone?
at risk as well.
Russell's is 14th. He's really out of Verstappen.
Oh,
6th.
no.
Verstappen is 6/10 of a second faster. Perez goes only 7th. Albon's going to get through with ease here, while Sargent struggles. De Vries is out. He's 17th. And a big luck up for Zhou Guanyu. Hamilton goes 3rd. Zhou is 20th. He had problems in this session. Is he going to improve out of the drop zone? No. 18th. Piastri's 15th. Goes up to 9th. Russell is at risk. Russell.
The look on Megan's face right now.
Russell goes 4th.
Yes.
Gasly out. Not improving. De Vries out. Sargent.
Verstappen, I hope you get a penalty.
Look, Leclerc 5th.
The
Albon
Tsunoda,
6th.
Tsunoda's on the lap. Tsunoda's on the lap.
Sargent 18th. Tsunoda across the line. Sainz is 13th. Tsunoda goes 16th. Sainz goes 11th. And that's it. 16 thousandths of a second separate Hülkenberg and Tsunoda. But it is Tsunoda, Gasly, De Vries, Sargent and Zhou out of the first part of qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix. And this is Lance Stroll at turn number 10. To the inside of... It's Russell. And they've made contact nearly. That's Russell blocking. And literally, we've got... It's Hamilton. It's Hamilton.
It's Hamilton, not Russell.
You can see him.
Hamilton again.
Check your mirrors.
Use your mirrors.
Not looking. Not looking. Look at Gasly. He nearly hit Sainz. Gasly had to abandon his lap. So if Sainz doesn't get a penalty, we saw this in practice 3. If he doesn't get a penalty for this, because he's dancing on the racing line. What are you, Carlos? You absolute buffoon! I've never seen a more dangerous driver.
I'm clipping that.
He literally, he did that in practice. He did that in practice 3, and he was told off from the stewards. He got a $5,000 fine, and he's still done it.
See? It's not just me. Genetic.
Really
I still
angry.
got your rant on the soundboard, Megan.
They used the yellow. Where's the yellow one?
Well, where is the yellow?
No, the other one as well.
Which one? I have a lot of rants.
I know. I think I know
I'll
some
show-
ninja.
I agree.
I will play it. I'll play it to you after the stream.
I know. Yes, I know which one you mean. I think.
About Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Carlos failed in 2 aspects. 1, he did not listen and was being an idiot on the track. And 2, he did not do his job of making sure that no one was ahead of Alonso. So he failed. He can get a penalty for that.
Yes, go. Jess is right. Go have some tablets. Off you go. Go on, give me your mic.
I'll bring the tablets here because
No.
my drink is here.
You'll have to take your drink in. You can't take.
I'll get.
We'll put it on.
I'll take a shot glass of milk.
We'll
Like
put it
I
on.
usually do.
All right, off you go.
As long as it swallows, I've had squash with tablets before.
See? Right, let's take a look then at what happened in that session and who's out. Out of qualifying, Tsunoda, Gasly, De Vries, Sargent and Zhou. Going through, it's Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, Albon, Norris, Ocon, Perez, Piastri the top 10, Sargent, Bottas, Magnussen, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, that's it. So Hülkenberg the 15th and gets through. Not a bad
Q2
session.
will start at 16:32 local time.
And it's in 15-minute session, so somebody with very quick mathematical skills could tell me what time that would be.
No clue.
32, 10, 42, 6, 47.
Okay.
And I failed maths, and yet passed physics and biology and chemistry. Well, actually, I got
I
physics.
got a C in maths. I was predicted a B, but I got a C.
I failed mathematics, but got an A in physics and an A in chemistry and a C in biology. Or was it a B? I can't remember. But either way.
I got a D. I got a D in physics.
Yeah, but how'd you get that? An A in science and then failed math? I can't deal with basic stuff. I look at timing screens and work out gaps live. That's how it is.
Josh.
Yes, go on. What?
Ready?
Yes.
Use your mirrors.
Get that! We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that.
Send that, Josh. I'll put it on
I
my
will.
soundboard.
I will boost the volume and send it over, Jess.
Okay, that's
Thank
sorted.
you.
Science is science for impeding has been noted. Hulkenberg for impeding has been noted as well by the stewards.
Should be banned
What
for
about
such a
Hamilton?
thing. I'm coming at 300. Like, what the is that thing?
That's
What about
Gasly.
Hamilton?
Nothing yet from Hamilton. DRS has been enabled, by the way. Right, let's go over to Sky.
Why is Sainz going so slowly in that corner, compromising the preparation of his own lap? It makes no sense it makes no sense for Ferrari, and it's completely unacceptable for those getting blocked.
Otmar Safnau's on the Alpine pit wall. Your reaction, please, Otmar.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, in a word. Yeah, just terrible. I think Pierre would have been P6, and now he's out in Q1.
That was your figures, was it? That he was on for a top 6 and would have got through?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he would have been P6 had he just had a normal third sector, not even a green one.
Well, you got Esteban through. Sorry about that with Pierre. But what's your view on the pit wall there about dry tyres?
Yeah, so I think Q1 definitely not, and just looking now, it looks like most are on inters. It will, if it doesn't start raining, it'll cross over in this qualifying session.
Otmar, we'll talk to you at the end of Q2.
Turn 10, incident involving Gasly and Sainz to investigate after the session. That's turn 13. Turn 10, incident involving Tsunoda and Hulkenberg will be investigated after the session for impeding as well. So they're all coming into it now with the impeding marks. Q2 is about to start. It will not feature Gasly, De Vries, Sargent or Zhou, or of course Yuki Tsunoda, who was everybody's favourite driver in the previous session.
So Tsunoda's noted for 2, because
right.
he also blocked Leclerc.
Green light, and away we go for the second part of qualifying. Track still wet, everyone out on a brand new set of intermediate tyres. What are we going to see? As the rain you could literally see coming in. Headset or mic? Mic. The rain's coming in, Megan. What are you expecting? Proper rain or no rain?
Better be proper rain.
Yeah, looks like it. Let's hear from Lando.
So Lando, we think this rain will be intermittent and the main front might come later. It's going to be
Rain! Rain!
But it might get it out of its system if it rains really heavily now and doesn't rain really heavily tomorrow.
If you're really nice, and if we really do win the lottery, we could buy 2 Coles mics, and you could have one and I could have one instead.
Why haven't I tried the lottery yet?
Don't know.
Again, it's called. I mean, you could try a lottery. I mean,
You could win it.
I mean, you never know until you. you never know until you play.
Got to be in it to win it. Let's hear Lando.
So I'm thinking you could get away with a slick. I feel thinking a slick would be
Do
the
it.
better tyre winner.
I agree. Look at it. It's dry. You could get away with a slick.
Yeah.
I reckon it's faster. Go on, Lando. Do it.
Go for it. Why not? It's called. See what you can do on a pair of slicks. Right now. I want to see how a lot of times would compare. Slicks versus inters. I think slicks would be a couple seconds faster. So if I'm Lando Norris, I take a shot. I mean, go for it.
Leclerc.
A line that is really dry. When is the rain coming?
In 6 to 7 minutes.
So if it is, then that's a nice idea from Williams to get out there and anticipate.
Albon's on slicks. Ted's right. Albon's on slicks. Everyone else is on inters.
Need to get my practice driving license.
Oh yeah, we'll get this. So yeah, look at that. So Albon's on dry tyres, and everyone's into. Jess, is this inspired from Albon?
That's very, very brave, but there's a dry line, so why not?
I think we should box for soft.
Verstappen stay down.
Leclerc's boxing.
I think we should box for soft, but let me know if you want to put a lap in.
We would like to set a lap.
No!
So, we stay out and we do
No!
one-time lap.
Oh, Ferrari! It's dry! Dry! Use dries! What What is going on? We want to see what Verstappen does. Don't focus on Verstappen. Do your own strategy.
Are you taking my anger because I can't voice it?
I have had enough of Lauren Meekis. He has killed Ferrari. He shot it dead. And it's just, he's going back with baseball bats, mallets, everything. And now we've got a yellow flag. Sector 5. It's Lance Stroll.
Nevermore.
Megan,
You please to be my brother.
Albon.
He's drifting.
Oh.
He's hit the wall. He's done a pirouette and got going. Hasn't stopped us most, but this is ridiculous.
So it's not just
Get on, drive Ferrari. What do you think you're playing at? Get your butts into gear or you'll get fired.
Lauren Meekis has killed Ferrari. It is honestly ridiculous. And where is anything?
I think he just pulled the plug on something already about to die.
His last brain cell is what he just pulled the plug on as well. Let's wait to see what Verstappen does. No! You don't wait to see what your opposition does. You undercut them. You do the opposite.
What Albon has done. Russell's fastest.
Here's Stroll.
Let's see Stroll.
Oh, he got on the wet patch. He was very lucky. He actually touched the wingmaker, but he was very lucky.
I reckon he actually rather enjoyed that. How could you not?
Not the first time Lance Stroll's gone sideways at this part of the track.
Fair save from Stroll though. Good car control.
That was so close to the wall.
You might remember, Megan, he got taken out by Brendan Hartley in 2018.
Was I in the box?
You were in the box.
Albon up to the line.
Is he quicker?
No.
12th.
Oh.
But with the fastest
Fastest
sector.
sector 3. Ferrari, get your butts in.
Get them on those get them on dries. And look, Verstappen's on softs. If they'd only done it, they would have had the undercut.
Ferrari.
Naomi, do your rant.
Ferrari.
Only go for it.
I've done it off mic. Okay? I'm not gonna get clipped here. Okay? I'm not interested in that.
I could do an
Alright,
on-round direct.
Go on. Lando's in trouble. Oh, he's back out for lap time.
Ferrari, if you do not actually get your pit stop strategies up to date and actually sane, then you may see a very, 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 very large amount of wall which both of your cars will go into.
Yeah, it's called turn 1.
Oh. Well, I was
Go
gonna
on,
say the Wall
Norris. Come on.
He's
Well,
slipping.
Josh, I said I was going to say the Wall of Champions.
Yes.
Norris for pole. Come
I was
on,
thinking they're
Jacob.
going to slip tomorrow if they have the same strategy and then they just both go crashing into the wall and turn 1.
Who's not on soft? Fire the strategist.
Russell's on intermediates. Piastri is on inters. Alonso intermediates. Ocon
That was good
inters.
timing.
But I'm saying it, but everyone's changing. Alexander Albon is fastest.
Get in there.
And it's raining.
Alonso, purple sector 1.
It's raining. He's on intermediates and he's 7-10. But it's raining. It's raining again. This is the best conditions. It's started raining. That's what Verstappen says. It's raining.
Song lyric.
So this is the best of the conditions, and they've all blown it with intermediates. Some of them are on dry tyres now. Alonso might have blown this because he's on intermediates.
He'll still be fastest anyway.
He's still got another chance.
Into the last corner, he might just be on it as he comes across the line.
It's a good lap. It's going to be a 118.
So 1:19.
Second, he'll be fine.
Lando Norris across the line. He's 14th on the dry tyres. He can only do a 1:20. He's only 12th. Bottas, Norris, Hulkenberg, Hamilton, and Stroll in the drop zone. And there's the rain. I said so. And that's it. And it's coming down heavier. And anyone now on dry tyres, this is going to be it. This is the best time. Alexander Albon, if we can't do... Whoa! What's it? It's Sainz again! It's Sainz again! Sainz almost killed Albon! And Albon a 1:18.725 is a second faster than Alonso!
We know he's
He's
the Marquez of Formula 1, we know.
Sainz deserves a ban for this! He's deliberately holding out that last corner!
Note to self, don't trust the red cars.
Sainz
I'm a
deserves a
Ferrari
ban!
fan. Get Sainz out of here. I'm a Ferrari fan. Ban him from Twitter. I don't care. I'll do it with Leclerc. Leclerc do it for Ferrari only.
Get Ricardo in.
Swap him.
Russell's
That
going...
long.
Why are they waiting? Get him on the dries! That's Russell! Get him on the dries! Get him out of there!
I'd like to see Albon in Ferrari.
Yeah, Albon in Ferrari
Go,
quite
go,
good.
go, go, Red, go control, hydraulics.
Oh, this is so annoying. The track's getting wetter and you're stuck there. And are they putting him in the pit lane? They're putting him in the garage. Oh, well, that's Mercedes
Why?
stupidly done then. Norris goes third. 1:19.888. So the slicks are still faster. And I'm seeing sector times coming alive, but no one's close to
kidding
Albon.
me.
If we can't run qualifying 3, by the way, Albon starts on pole position.
Mercedes are being
That'll be
stupid.
amazing.
I just figured out why they just put him in the garage.
We've had
Because
precedent.
they think this is a light rain and they're hoping to get through the worst of it, so
Yeah.
it'll be lighter at the end, but they don't realise it's not going to be a light rain.
No, it's getting wetter. Hamilton's on the radio.
That's still the way to go.
They're all on slicks now, mate. Are we should we come in or not?
We think with the rain down at turn 10, maybe not.
Oh, you've...
No!
They've screwed
Why?
it. They've screwed it up. They've absolutely screwed it up. So it's Stroll, Russell, and Hamilton's coming in the pit lane, but it started raining again. They have screwed it up. And Hamilton is 7th, and we hope if the rain gets worse, that's it. But Hulkenberg's just improved, and Verstappen is 2nd. Verstappen on dry tyres can't beat a Williams. Ha!
I am.
Screenshot that.
I am glad that I am running away from all of this mess for tomorrow, going to Brands, because the amount the amount of mess that the strategists are doing, because at Brands at American Speed Fest there are no strategies.
Adam, this is insane. As Perez pits as well. He's 11th and he's facing elimination. We can't keep up with this qualifying. Best of the year. And here's look.
I told you it. I told you it.
We'll get a nice toe.
This is science, isn't it? There's science, look. Bang.
Albon avoided that fast road.
And this is science just dancing in the middle of the road. Look, what are you doing?
That was he stopped?
Move out the bloody way.
Right, here's Esteban Ocon. And Piastri 4th. Piastri's 4th.
McLaren doing well.
Let's hear Charles.
Heavier rain in 2 to 3 minutes.
And there's the dynamite.
I knew it should come.
Well, we've had the carrot, and there comes the stick.
I think that's qualifying over.
Yep. If that heavy rain comes, we can't do qualifying 3. We've had precedent before, remember? I just had to remind you. Back in 2015, the United States Grand Prix, we had to delay on the Saturday. We ran it on the Sunday, but the rain got heavier. We couldn't run qualifying 3, so the results were decided on Q2. Piastri! The Australian has never raced in this circuit before. Might be on course for a pole position. He's slipping.
Move!
Now that's Perez getting out of the way. It looks to be okay. There comes Stroll.
Stroll, move!
Black and white flag for Charles Leclerc, failing to follow race director's instructions for track limits. That's the first time.
What about Sainz?
I've
The
never
golden
seen.
boy doesn't get anything.
Oh, Science is next. Science is next.
Guys,
Finally.
Science is still in the way, but I've never seen a black and white flag in qualifying before. And Oscar Piastri's been heavily blocked, and he's still having a bad exit, and he's not improving. He's backed out of it.
Stop! Get out of the way!
Megan with a headache is shouting through the microphone.
Yeah,
Wow,
but it doesn't affect me when I shout.
this is insane. Put your
It's
headset
still
on.
possible. No!
There's Charles Leclerc's. Right, there's confirmation. Black and white flag.
Why is
we don't know.
Sainz not got a penalty?
Well, his must be post-race, post-qualifying, I
Because
presume.
his daddy has a lot of money.
Oh, Lance Stroll. What? Carlos Sainz?
Think about who his father is.
He's laughing in the
Senior, yeah.
background.
Yeah, he has a lot of money.
I can't deal with this. This qualifying is insane. It's just... and the heavy rain's coming right at the end as well. That could affect Q3, and we're just going to be waiting around. Adam, it's the same tomorrow for the race. We're going to be needing oxygen at the end of this stuff.
Yeah, it's called. We're gonna need enough oxygen to get through Q3, the IndyCar race at Road America, and the Canadian Grand Prix. Yeah.
We don't have no points, all of us.
Yes. Everyone's...
Okay.
Do not put that near. 'cause
Well, apart from Josh T, who's at Brands Hatch.
yeah, he's the only one
everyone else-
ditching us. I can't.
And Tom, who's
Oh,
busy.
Perez!
He's still on Inters.
Perez has gone across the track. Yeah, he's on Inters. Old
He's the
Inters.
only one.
Perez is the only one on Inters.
No,
Yeah.
hang on.
Where?
Hang on. Look, Leclerc's on
Really?
Inters. It's raining again. Yeah, you're right. So that's it. Game over. Albon will top the session fastest, but Leclerc is out of qualifying, guys.
Again. Oh. Again.
2 minutes to go, and this is how things stand. The top 10 with Albon fastest from Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Hulkenberg, Ocon and Hamilton. And here's Ocon's
What a
radio.
body.
And Esteban Ocon not very happy.
Ocon angry with Stroll. Yeah, blocking him massively. Turn 8 involving Stroll and Ocon has been noted for impeding. Perez had a lap time deletion. And look at the rain!
Oh.
That's it, game over. And in the drop zone, it's Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Magnussen and Bottas. What are you looking? What are you looking at?
Hamilton just got through there.
Chaos.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
You know I drive on chaos.
Thrive on coast.
Drive,
Oh, right.
thrive. Whatever you've got.
Drive to thrive. Here comes Perez.
Through.
It's raining harder now.
We've
What's
got
that
one more
doing?
time lap after this. We need half a
Megan
second on our
C-
delta.
Go on, Jess.
Megan seems to have a lot of energy now.
Chaos.
Yeah.
She likes chaos, as she said in Miami.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
I
Yeah,
always
but
have.
we know
Your
Megan
headache
likes
gone?
chaos. It's got, I remember
No.
Miami. I was here. I remember.
Megan is suddenly woken up, but she can't put her headset on, so she's got the microphone at least. At least we can still hear you.
Chaos
Guys,
helps my
get
energy
your lap
levels.
times in now because Science is not coming out again.
Yeah, Science has been boxed. Everyone did, so who's in
He's
it?
been put on a naughty step.
Well, it's Perez and Leclerc again. Do you remember the two that got eliminated in Spain qualifying? They are being eliminated once more.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
If they listen.
Omi Mike.
I mean, Mike.
I'm not trying to get this on stream, am I?
We just hear him talking in the background. Checkered flag is out in a crazy qualifying session here. Somewhere as well in Magaluf, Matt Gallagher has thrown himself off a balcony with all of this drama once again.
Oh, my headphone.
But now we're going to see.
Fortunately for the pool underneath where he
I
can just
shall
go
await
into the water
the
and
YouTube short / Twitter post of
Brontosaurus.
the action.
He fell into an empty pool, but it was soon filled up with his own tears.
Tyres are not ready, come on!
And what's
And there is the Charles Leclerc despair. The session is over. Perez is out of qualifying for the second race running. Max Verstappen is the 2023 World Champion. Well, I mean, we may as well just call it now. That's 3 races running he hasn't been in qualifying 2-3. We may as well just call it.
If you're trying to be the next Michael Schumacher, because let's face it, if anyone wins so much in a row, you get annoyed at them.
Yeah, Charles went off the track, turn 6 and 7. Q2 is over, and Alexander Albon sets the fastest time of qualifying, a 1:18.725. But he will not start on pole because we've got Q3 coming up. But a Williams tops a qualifying session for the first time since, I think, Nicholas Latifi in Hungary.
What?
Did that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he actually won something?
Yeah, and he was slowest in Sector 1, personal best Sector 2, and fastest in Sector 3 on top of the session.
Was everyone else crashed out or ill?
No. It was just a really weird day in Hungary a couple of years ago.
Did everyone else, unanimously agree that they felt sorry for him and they thought we'll give him a chance at, success?
Pretty much.
I can't see it any other way. No offence to him, though, your record is not great.
What do you mean, no offence? You're literally saying that all the time.
No offence is really just offending people, though you seem nice about it.
Who votes for Science to be disqualified?
Yeah.
I.
Me.
There you go.
I.
I am heading to Italy.
Sorry about him.
Josh, you need to turn your mic down a little bit as well. You're echoing a lot.
I'm going to
Why,
Italy.
Mark?
I'm gonna go find Lauren Mekis and all of the Ferrari stuff
I'm heading there now.
Okay, so this is the results then from Q2. Albon is fastest, Verstappen is second, Norris is third, Piastri fourth, Alonso fifth, Sainz is sixth, seventh on the board. That comes as well with Russell, Hulkenberg eighth, Ocon ninth, and Hamilton is 10th. Out of qualifying 2 is Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Magnussen, and Bottas.
Williams in trouble for not physically returning the tyre sets for Albon and Sargent after FP3 to Pirelli, referred to the stewards.
Oh, they can't handle it, can they? That someone other than Max actually did something good.
No, that'll be a team fine, won't it?
It better be.
Session will start at 55 with a DRS disabled. DRS disabled, it's too wet. So we won't even get started with this session.
They may as well go out in canoes.
So, what are we going to see then? A 12-minute session from 55, so that is...
Paddling.
Is that, what time is that on the board? I'm trying to work it out. 10 minutes takes it to 05. 07.
Double?
Yeah, I think it's 07 for 12 minutes, isn't it?
007?
Yes.
And don't forget there is podiums as well.
Yeah, just after.
Well,
not stay for that.
You can go after this as it comes in. Q3 about to start though. What a crazy session. Go on then. Let's have a prediction. Will we actually start on time? That's our question of the hour. No, I think we're going to have a delay, aren't we?
No.
I'm going to go with a yes, but it'll be called off quite quickly.
Let's go on to Crofty.
Conditions in qualifying today, you've got to be on your toes and you've got to be sharp, and I don't think Ferrari was sharp enough with the tyres for Charles Leclerc, who finds himself knocked out in Q2 for the second successive race. Freddie Vasseur, the team principal on the pit wall, shaking his head. He wasn't the only one to do that, and I'm sure Otmar Safnauer down at Alpine, you were shaking your head too, not because your driver missed out, Esteban Ocon is through, but another impeding investigation involving one of your drivers who seems to have been hampered.
Yeah, thank goodness Esteban went through. He was on a much quicker lap than he has now, but that's okay because that's all wiped out once we get into Q3.
So you've got to be on your toes out there. Talk us through the strategy of Q2 then. Who was making the call on tyres, drivers or the pit wall?
Q2 or Q3?
Q2, what we've just had.
Yeah, both. You've got to ask the driver because for sure the driver sees the entire track more than we do. We thought it was time to go to softs.
So we got a sign up saying track surface slippery in track sector 1. It's obviously raining a bit harder down there. So I guess it's inters, is it, to start Q3?
Yeah, it's going to be inters, and I think everyone's got to go out early just in case the best track conditions are now.
Well, we'll let you go early as well then. You can get ready for it. Thanks, Otmar.
Here we go.
Cheers. 2.5 minutes to go. They're already unwrapping the tyre blankets. They're already letting Max Verstappen head out into the pit lane. While he does that, we'll head down to the paddock. Kareem Chandler.
Yeah, thanks, Crofty. I thought we'll have a quick look at Alex Albon's lap here, because that was seriously impressive to go fastest. Look at how narrow the band of drive track he had for him to just navigate his way through this section of the track there. Just a few inches in places. If he was off that little bit, he'd be on the damp part and off into the grass. As he came into turn 3 as well, it was so tight. You could just see that darker band there. So, yeah, just want to highlight a couple of bits here while we're waiting for the start of Q3, of just what a good job he and the team. Look at these train tracks here, Crofty. It's literally, millimeters that he's got to judge the gap and get a run through. Incredibly fast corners between the narrow walls. He did a great job. I'm just going to pick up on the Carlos Sainz stuff. Martin was talking about it in commentary. This was in Q1 with Gasly. So he had a big gap to the car in front, but now he's sort of dawdling along here because the car in front of him is going slow. And this is where the team should be telling him, there's Gasly coming. Instead, the AlphaTauri goes, and now there, you can see Gasly up in the top left corner there. And really, that's poor communication from Ferrari. We've seen it in practice already. They were being up at the stewards. And as Martin rightly said, they've got to be more on it when we get to the next part of qualifying, I think.
Here we go then. Fernando Alonso has now been out-qualified by teammate in Montreal since Lewis Hamilton took his maiden career pole in 2007. Interesting stat for you. As we come up then. So, qualifying 3. I wonder what we're going to see. Destruction, Megan says, without picking up her microphone. And on mute.
Destruction.
It's going to be chaos there.
I love destruction and chaos.
This is going to be fun, isn't
I
it?
thrive in it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Josh. It's going to be fun. And I said that it's going to be an all Mercedes front row. So both Mercedes did make it to Q3. So maybe my prediction will come true. I mean...
2 seconds on him.
Right.
Green light at the end of the pit lane, and away we go for qualifying number 3. The heavens have opened once more. The track gets reset. Verstappen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Albon, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Sainz, Russell and Hamilton. The cars in this session as they venture out. Do continue, Adam.
I'll say, I did say Mercedes on the front row and a Red Bull second row, so we'll see if my prediction comes through. I mean, both Mercedes did make it to Q3, but unfortunately, Checo won't be driving on the second row with his teammates, so it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy, chaotic, and get your snacks and get your drinks ready for. It could be one of the best qualifying sessions of the year.
Josh, do you reckon that's full wet or intermediate? It looks very wet coming to turn 1 and 2.
Currently intermediates, I think. We'll have to see what it is at turn 10. Maybe full wets. Let's hear from Hulkenberg.
Okay, Nico, so the conditions are, it's raining, it's just getting worse and worse.
Great feedback.
Engineer,
That is
for Hulkenberg, well, I think we know it's raining, but Adam,
my bike
don't
has
worry,
my
I've
bike,
got snacks.
Yeah, my bike has a puncture. The tyre just keeps getting flatter and flatter.
Do you
Is that
know?
really?
Do you know, when Grosjean had his crash in 2020, you know, the Fireball one,
Yeah.
one of the team radio people, when one of the drivers asked, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why is there a red flag? Said, oh, I think someone's crashed. It's like, are they all right? How bad was it? It's like, I think it's just a puncture. I'm sorry, do you not see the fireball over there? I mean, it's not exactly news at this point. You weren't the first person to report there's a fire.
I think everybody could see the fire. I mean, we were literally commentating on the race, and it was like big fireball.
I hope that guy, like, learned from that, because that was an understatement of the entire decade. It's like, I think someone's just crashed or lost a wheel or puncture. I'm sorry, he's done all of that, smashed his car in half, then he's, just escaped death. Sure, crash.
If the conditions are getting worse, this could be the pole time for Max Verstappen, going for pole position number 25 of his career. If he wins the Canadian Grand Prix, it will be his 41st career win. He would match the great Ayrton Senna at 41. And the weather's getting worse. It's the boundaries for intermediate tyres as Max comes into the last corner. Jumps the curves at 13 and 14. Skates past the champion's wall with a kick of the rear slide that inspires the great Senna across the line. And it's a 1:21.059.
7.
But Fernando Alonso is fastest in the second sector.
Oh.
Come on! Ocon is second and the conditions are getting worse. This could be it. Hulkenberg across the line. It's getting quick. Alonso's coming to the line. I'm sorry, Megan, but it's over to you.
Do it. Alonso comes to the line, and does he do it? Does he do it?
No.
Someone tells me no.
No.
Seriously?
Oh.
Drop 2 tenths. It's getting worse.
Take the microphone away.
Signs, get out.
Here's Carlos Sainz coming through. And it's a wall of fog coming into that turn as well. You can barely see it.
Something else in a minute.
You can barely see. Oh, this is almost red flag. Wow, this is red flag.
How about concrete for Red Bull?
Can barely see a wall of spray across the line. Sainz 1:29. The track is now 3 seconds slower and getting slower. Hamilton at 1:27.6.
Oh wow, good lap from Hamilton. Oh, Russell skating across there.
It's getting a bit worse. It gets very dodgy through the spray. Russell. Yellow.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yellow flag in sector 6 and 7, and I think it's Piastri's. Piastri's hit the wall. I think Piastri's hit the wall.
Yeah.
Albon's going through.
Verstappen's going quicker.
And he's a second faster. 1:25, 8:58, and we've got a red flag.
Piastri's found the wall.
I hope the next crash is
Red flag,
Verstappen.
red flag, red flag, red flag.
Piastri's hit the wall, coming through. Turn 6 and 7.
Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg's second on the grid. But when did that time come through? Was it when the red
that's the
flag
question.
came out? We'll double check that. Piastri's in the
Please
wall.
let me before.
I reckon that's it. With the weather the way it is getting worse, that could be the fastest time.
No, it's
I can see now.
broken. Sorry. Sorry about that.
So it's Verstappen. Pole position 25. Hulkenberg is second. Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Piastri and Albon the top 10. And I doubt we're going to get any more running. The session will resume, but I doubt we'll get any more on track action quicker because it's raining heavier. And this is what happened. It'll be the exit of turn 7. So he turns into 6, hits the accelerator, the rear's going to step out, he tries to correct it, and he does a loop-de-loop and just casually hits the wall. Well, Oscar, thank you for that. You will not have an Oscar for your performance. Oh, and it burst the tyre, Adam, with some facility as well. Like popping a balloon.
Oh, there goes my prediction. Again. Our first stop.
Why does it have to be a McLaren?
All I know is I hope Lewis Hamilton wins tomorrow, so Max doesn't win every Grand Prix this year.
Do you know why it has to be a McLaren? Because Red Bull made some sort of deal with someone.
Yeah, the devil.
Oh,
You're out of the FIA, so I'm going to say one and the same right now.
No, the devil is Paul di Resta. Rocket
I
powered
could see
Mohawk
that.
on YouTube. Rocket powered Mohawk, remember him?
Either that or Coulthard.
It with the same mic you have actually. When is Mob Rules?
Don't know.
We're 8 races into the seat, or 7 races. No, 8 races.
Then people should have a lot of content.
Yeah. Can't wait for this. Fernando will start third, but
I have a lot of opinions.
kind of say we're saying this at the end of the session, and the reason we're saying this is because the weather. Ted.
His McLaren teammate Lando Norris, because Lando was straight into
Look
the
at
pits,
this.
one of the first coming
Look
into
at
the pits
this.
after the red flag, finds himself in P7,
That's a
and
lot.
there is a lot of rain.
Yeah.
I think you can see on the
Josh,
radar
isn't
now
it?
coming in. So it's just going to be when it restarts with what have we got? 7:11. 7 minutes 11 seconds left.
7:11.
I don't think it's a shot.
Ocon.
Still raining?
Still raining and going to continue to rain as well.
That's good. Same conditions.
Well, you don't need full wets unless there's standing water. So there's still a chance. There's some time is to be had out, especially those that haven't sort of optimised it. But to give you an idea, Max Verstappen, who's comfortably fastest, is a full 7 seconds slower than his Q2 time. That's how
Tom
much
Stallard.
grip,
No
how
one
much
finds
less grip
this
there is out there
really
now.
suspicious.
Back down
So
to
it's
you.
just going to be an equation. You know how these engineers here on the pit will love equations. Equations between amount of water having to be dispersed by this intermediate tyre, which is a lot, against amount of water falling out the sky, and the tyre temperature as well to put into that equation. Can they get the tyres back up to temperature the way that we saw they were doing in that early stage? Yeah, I think this might be it, Crofty.
There's a rain cloud shaped like Greenland now slap bang over the middle of this circuit, and we can see the pictures from the helicopter.
Yeah, we can see it, can't we, guys? It's just bucketing it now. So, red flag's out for the crash. It's been an interesting session, but now we're going to have to wait around to see when we're going to restart.
Is no one in the least curious to why the only person improving in all these conditions is the championship leader Red Bull?
I mean, Esteban Ocon, everyone.
It's just that little bit suspicious.
I'm going to turn my mic down for this. For your
what's-
sake, Megan.
What's Alexander Albon done? I just cut the corner. Go on, Josh.
Esteban Ocon. You don't need to ask on the radio, is it still raining, when you can clearly see it is still raining.
I mean, it's just a little
Rant over, mic back up to normal volume.
Q3 will restart at 17:07.
I like when people rant.
Welcome to the JP podcast. You know, like, welcome to Watch Mojo. It's welcome to the JP Motorsport podcast.
I think we've all ranted today in this qualifying session.
Yeah,
And
I ranted.
that
Yeah.
man right there. Go on, Adam.
Yeah, it's called. It's. I said at the beginning it would be. I said at the beginning it'd be chaos, and well, at least I can say I was right about something.
It's science for me. I hate.
Did he seriously ask? Is it raining still? I'm sorry. Is the raindrops on your visor not proof?
I know.
Enough. Well.
Do you know what I love, by the way?
It's not sweat, is it? Yeah.
It's like, I don't think that you'd be getting raindrops on your visor if, you know, it wasn't still raining. I mean, it's not just someone with a sprinkler deciding to put it over you.
Yeah. Raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens. No, that's fine. It's in the public domain.
Julie Andrews would say
Sights in the way down the back straight. These are a few of my favourite things. Alonso on
Yeah,
pole.
gosh, it's called. I like that song.
Verstappen in the wall.
There you go.
My God, so lovely.
I had to sing that in a Year 5 performance.
I was in the school choir. We had to sing that.
I was in the school choir as well.
Oh my God, don't you remember?
Really?
Joshua,
With a voice like mine, are you really surprised?
when you were probably in the school choir, by the time you left primary school, I was only 4.
Okay, Alonso.
Will it prove anything now? No one. Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Alonso says he's not going to do anything anymore, so that's it.
What year was this?
6, 7, 8.
I was literally 1, 2, and 3. Give me a break.
My old teacher,
And 4.
Miss Pallister as well, wonderful lady. She once asked me. She was literally she came in after she retired. She was doing the assembly with all people singing everything, leading everything on, and the session's going to go in 10 seconds, by the way. But she stopped right in the middle of the chorus, turned around to the entire school, and said, "Where's Joshua? How many sonic screwdrivers have you got up to now?" In the middle of the thing, she just turned around and said that, and I said, "I've got up to about 27."
It's way more than that now.
It's green light and away we go on a very wet Ile Notre Dame. In a minute, we're going to do the boat race.
Well, the teachers are actually nice.
I love her. She's so fun. She was one of my favourite teachers as well. She's retired now, obviously, as well, but yeah.
Dad's first year teacher taught me in first year, weirdly.
Miss Burnett was your teacher.
Mrs. Taylor.
Oh, Mrs. Taylor. Mrs. Taylor, yes. I remember Mrs. Taylor.
Short woman.
Yes.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Only person to give me pupil of a week until year 6.
Always greeted you with a hug.
Yeah.
Very nice lady. Miss Burnett was early years.
Yeah. She was my... Like, when I was younger,
Max.
she used to be my password. That cat no longer exists.
Max saying it's a lot wetter already, describing home life, I suppose, with his paddling pool.
Trouble is, I can never remember how to spell a name.
Who?
Mrs. Burnett.
Like, Burnett.
Yeah. I don't know why. Also, her sister...
B-U-N-E-E-T-T-E.
Her sister lives round here.
Oh,
like,
Alonso.
I had... There are 3 of the teachers, like, down there somewhere. I know where they live.
So what? We used to drive past Mrs. Rowley's house all the time. We used to give her a wave.
I saw Mrs. Burnett, you know, about a year ago. I was in town with Noemi, and I saw her and her sister who also worked at the school. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying hi. They won't recognise me.
Here's Carlos.
I'm not a child
Expect
anymore.
even heavier rain in 2 minutes.
So basically, if you're a Ferrari fan, you cry in about 2 minutes.
They're used to that.
Omi.
Yeah. Omi, have you got your have you got your
Omi
tissues?
can cry. You know, and you know, Josh, it's called, speaking of teachers, it's called, when I was in school, I had some good teachers too. One teacher I'll never forget over in middle school here in the United States, 5th grade, her name was Mrs. Longley, and she was a very nice teacher. My 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Greenwood, she was a really nice teacher, and all my teachers I had in high school were really nice too. So yeah, it's called. Some of them I can say I do miss. But I do not miss the homework. It's called. I'm glad I graduated when I did, so I don't have to deal with all this online schooling and whatnot. It's called. I couldn't do it nowadays because it's just crazy.
Science is locked up. Gone straight one. I'm still doing the homework. It's the commentary notes. You spend more time doing that than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it, everyone, by the way. If you're wondering why we're rambling, they've all gone out. It's all too wet. That's it. Although Red Bull want to put some wets on.
It's very wet out here. It's almost extremes.
Come on, Lewis.
Yeah.
That's not how you do it. It's undrivable. Undrivable. Jensen taught you better than this. Come on.
I've just realised we have the same education apart from our primaries.
Yes.
So you would have had the same exact education of me if a certain head teacher wasn't there.
Yeah. Which probably would have been better because the Wybers was not great.
No, you do not want to know what I know about Wybers.
Oh,
Okay.
hello. Do tell.
No,
You're
I'm
allowed
gonna
to
say-
tell.
No, I'm not going to say on this
Alright.
channel.
Look, it can't be any bad than my head teacher being sent to prison for stealing half of
Oh, I think it might be.
the piece. Oh, okay. It's raining now more than Omi is currently crying. It's really bad.
Hold on.
True.
Al.
True.
Oh,
That's me. You
Yeah.
turned me down. Mute me.
hold on.
Alonso Radio.
I'll tell you off then.
Yeah, impossible.
Fernando will know on Sunday that Haas will soon be out of his way, and yeah, could well be picking up on the good results we've seen Fernando earlier in the year. But yeah, perfect for him, and even more perfect for Nico Hülkenberg. What a great performance.
Fair play to Nico Hülkenberg as well, who his qualifying this season has been the strength and has been a consistency as well. But
So, the session over. 2 minutes to go as they come into it. What do you think then, everybody? Who's out there still? Oh, it's Carlos Sainz. Do you know what? Just for thinking Sainz, just put it in the wall. You did it earlier. No? Okay.
It's just there. Just keep going, straight on, straight on.
Jess, do you reckon if it's this level tomorrow, it'll be red flag?
I think it will be a red. I think it'll probably start on the safety car.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hate those.
If it's this level tomorrow, I would probably be able to get back from Brands Hatch.
Oh, you're
And
really
I'll be able
loud.
to
And
watch
go-
it, and I'll be able to watch the end of it. So
Get
me and
into
Josh
the
can
pit
watch
lane.
It. Yay!
For the end of the race.
Yeah, me and Josh could be like, let's go.
Yes.
Is anyone getting Belgium 21 vibes?
Yes, I am.
You're sacked.
We always do. We
sacked.
always do whenever it's wet.
I'm not doing another 4 hours. Hulkenberg starts second on the grid.
Woo!
Yay.
And,
Come on, where are the celebrations? Come on, they can be better than that.
Woohoo!
and Albon didn't
I'm
even
just saying,
try
Can I
the
say,
time.
they're celebrating a bit prematurely there. You don't celebrate until the clock ticks down. Although, let's say they've hang on, 1 minute 14 to go. 2 minute outlap.
Everyone's in
That's
the
it.
pitch, you're good.
That's it. Max
Nobody can
Verstappen.
celebrate better. Come on.
Max Verstappen is on pole position for the 25th time.
Oh, yay.
And Matt Verstappen has won the Canadian Grand Prix.
Hey, it's a long day tomorrow, and Max is by no means good in the wet.
He's won the next 6 championships already. So.
I can't believe I just said that. Max is no good in the wet. But if you think about it, Max has got lucky with the wet race wins he's actually had.
I hope he's no good in the wet.
Crash for science in Japan. The red
Alonso
flag
to
announced.
win.
Yeah, Alonso could get a... Well, if it's a safety car start, don't count out Alonso. But Alonso, little stat for you here. Alonso won in 2006 after taking pole position. But Alonso has recorded no fewer than 8 retirements at this track. He's retired on 3 of his last 5 appearances at the track.
Shame.
Megan has now broken down into a flood of tears, which is the amount of water that is coming down out of the sky from Canada. It's coming from the UK.
I miss
Over to
Kimi
Canada.
Räikkönen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it! Max Verstappen, pole position in Montreal. Hulkenberg second, Alonso third, Hamilton fourth, Russell 5th, Ocon 6th, Norris 7th, Sainz 8th, Piastri 9th, and Albon 10th with no time. But the track getting worse, the rain coming at the wrong time, and the session ends. And it's this level of rain. It says it's going to be a dry race tomorrow, but
Lies.
everyone is saying it's going to rain. Don't trust the forecasts. So it's going to be a dry quali.
I miss Sebastian.
Wait.
Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen.
Last time I checked, it's going to be a wet race.
It is wet, yeah. It will rain.
Actually, I'll give you an update from according to the Weather Channel. They say cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, high 68 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So,
right.
Well, make what you want with that.
It's going to rain. Counterpoint
It's all
tap. Max Verstappen 1:25.858. The fastest time in this qualifying session belonged to Alexander Albon. 1:18. That's insane. What a session.
Yeah.
Right.
Best qualifying of the season.
I think
I'll agree
it
with that,
was.
yes. I'll agree with that, friend.
We've had some crackers this year, but that was fantastic. Every single second, it just
Actually,
gave us
Spain
nothing.
was good.
Spain was good.
My favourite was Monaco.
Spain and Monaco. Actually, the last 3 qualifying sessions have been good.
Mine's whichever had the most crashes.
I enjoyed Australia's, actually. That was quite good.
Yeah, Australia was good. Yeah.
Azerbaijan was just dull. That sprint weekend.
Azerbaijan was just dull all round.
Everybody fell asleep. Go on.
I miss Kimi Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel.
I think everybody misses Kimi and Seb.
We all do.
Yeah.
And Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
Okay, Megs.
I especially miss Kimi Raikkonen.
Megs, I'm going to release you from your hell now so you can go and sleep.
It's not a hell, but I would gladly go to sleep.
Okay, off you go. Bye-bye.
And then wake up in the morning.
Night,
and find out
Megan.
the gender of Annie's
Good night, Miss Megan. Feel
Night,
better
night.
tomorrow.
I better
Bye,
feel
Megan.
better tomorrow.
Alright.
Oh, but first I've got to make like those things because I'm gonna make a little card thing, and then
Do we have
at
to
the
write
dinner.
a card?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I'm gonna make a little card thing.
Okay, can
and
I
I'm-
hurry you? Because we're going to
I'm gonna make a little card thing, and then whichever gender Annie's or nephew is, I'm gonna put that up since we find
Okay.
out tomorrow.
Okay, here's Danica.
Nico, the fans are out here. They're having fun, even in the rain. Did you have fun?
I did. It was a wild quali. It was crazy. You know, changing conditions are tricky, especially around here with the walls so close on the exits and the speeds high. Obviously wet, dry, then back to wet. So you have to readjust all the time. But it was fun. It was good. Obviously this comes a bit unexpected, but obviously very happy and proud. The team did a solid job. It was very smooth, so super happy.
Talk about the decision-making process between going between the different tires all throughout qualifying. Was that a lot up to you or the team?
Yeah, in this weather, it's just a lot of communications, a lot of radio calls going back and forth. Obviously, you look what the others do and you think for yourself. But I think we've hit it pretty well today. No major mistakes, and I guess that's also why we stand here now.
Well, you've all accurately made the calls so far. So would you say that what do you have to do tomorrow to make the calls that are accurate to stay as far to the front as possible? And what do you think is a reasonable expectation level starting so far up?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, first row is nice. It's very sweet. Let's see, how long we can keep that, and let's see what the conditions are tomorrow. All the signs are that it's very different, a dry race, so very different cup of tea. I just want to go out there, race as hard as we can, squeeze it, and hopefully we'll get a nice result.
All right, good job. Good luck.
Thank you.
Max on the pole, even though yesterday maybe for you guys was an off session. Talk about yesterday, and were there actually any challenges, or was the car always good all along?
Yesterday maybe wasn't fantastic, so we made a few changes to the car. Of course today, it was completely wet, so it's a little bit different, but I do think that the car improved in general to drive. And yeah, I mean, in the wet, you have to just stay on top of all the conditions, and it was super slippery out there in some places, but yeah, we just made all the right calls. We're at the right time at the track, to do the lap times, and of course very happy to be on pole here.
Are these conditions fun for you at all?
I like driving in the wet. I mean, I come from Holland, so we are used to driving in the wet.
Yeah, exactly. You've talked about shifting being a little bit of an issue here and there this weekend. Is that still an issue?
it's just fine tuning. It's not really a problem, but you always want to improve little areas.
Do you think that your dominance is still going to continue for Red Bull tomorrow with another win?
Let's see. I mean, maybe it's dry tomorrow, and then it can be again a bit different. But normally, yeah, we have a good race car.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Where's Fernando? We're all expecting to see Fernando Alonso and he hasn't turned up yet. How rude. Here he is.
Fernando, you're already changed out of your suit. You're ready to go? Feeling good?
Yeah, our garage is on this part of the paddock, so we have a little bit of an advantage. But yeah, it was a very tricky qualifying in terms of choosing the right tire at the right time. And yeah, P3, you know, we take it. I think it's a good starting
great
position.
job. You've been around a long time. Talk about these Canadian fans for a second. They've been out here all weekend through yesterday, in the rain, when the session didn't run. I've always found Canadian fans to be amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing every time we come here. It's not only the racetrack, it's also the city. You know, I love Montreal, how they embrace the GP. And yeah, yesterday in FP1, unfortunately, they wait for us to go out. And today, I hope they enjoy, and tomorrow they will.
You said you're not going to be off the podium the rest of the season. I hope that happens. That'll be exciting to watch. But what is it going to take to get to the top? What is it going to take to knock Red Bull off of their streak?
Yeah, let's see. I think tomorrow we have a chance to put some pressure. I think they had very easy wins until now, and hopefully tomorrow they have to push a little bit more.
You said pressure. Where is that pressure that you're going to apply? Where do you think you can be better?
2 seconds behind them, not 20 seconds behind them.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck. Good job.
A crazy, crazy day indeed here at the Canadian Grand Prix. Let's confirm to you then how they finish and how they will line up on the grid tomorrow. Max Verstappen has his pole position 25. Alongside him is Nico Hülkenberg. Then it's Fernando Alonso in third. Lewis Hamilton is fourth. Russell starts fifth. Ocon is sixth. Seventh for Norris. 8th for Sainz. Piastri is 9th. Albon 10th. Then we get Leclerc in 11th. Perez in 12th. Stroll is 13th. Magnussen 14th. Bottas 15th. Tsunoda 16th. Gasly 17th. De Vries is 18th. Sargent 19th. And it is Zhou Guanyu going into 20th position. Bring it back up to the guys then. Sorry about that. With that little failure. It's the headsets interacting with the handheld mic. Adam, coming to you first of all then as well. What did you make of all of that? Another crazy session, another chaotic session.
I said it would be at the beginning. I said it would be chaotic at the beginning of the session. And boy, did it live up to expectations. And Max Verstappen's on pole, but starting alongside of him is Nico Hülkenberg. Fernando Alonso starts third. Mercedes is back there. And Alexander Albon really surprised me. I was surprised he didn't go out, for the qualifying lap. And how about the rookie Oscar Piastri in the McLaren? First time seeing this track, and he is qualified inside the top 10. That is pretty cool for that rookie.
Josh T. Brad says that it wasn't crazy. Max was first the entire time. I argue it was actually crazy because we've got more of an unpredictable race coming in tomorrow where the wet weather's coming in. And we've got Alonso and Hamilton. It could be quite an interesting factor to see that we could actually have quite a fun race.
Yeah, but can I go to bed now, please?
All right. Can we possibly... I want to get this right as well, so we're going to look at the starting grid. Can we swap in Omi and Jess? I thank you, Adam, and I thank you, Josh. But if we can swap in Omi and Jess to get their thoughts on this session as we take a look at the full starting grid temporarily. And then I'm being told we can go over here and take a look at what Twitter's thinking over as well. Because I want to hop in with Jess and Omi. So are you there? Yeah, Jess has got her camera on. Omi, are you there?
I'll get it on.
Yeah.
One sec.
No worries, because then we can go through, because I just want to get your thoughts on this session as well. And it's more fun that way to see everybody having a quick conversation. So then everybody's been on camera in this session. Megan has darted off as well, actually, which is understandable because she does actually desperately need to head off. She had a headache. And it was surprising she actually lasted this long in the session. There we go. So Omi's got his camera on as well. Just switch that over as well. I can't even find it now as well, where his is. So give me a second, because Omi's actually disappeared off the HDMI list up here in the bottom. Where's he gone? I had him earlier, now he's disappeared.
He's disappeared in the face of the earth.
Yeah, Omi vanished. Well, that's quite funny.
Gone
Oh, there he
back
is. I've got him.
into the shadow realm.
I've got him. Right, here we go. So then, Jess, what did you make of that session?
Sainz, I'm so angry with you. That's my take on it. End of story.
He really was just all over the place, wasn't he? Throughout the entire session. And he was blocking the track constantly. Do you reckon he will get a penalty for that? Because we've still got him and Hulkenberg.
Yes.
Don't forget,
Yes.
Hulkenberg's under investigation as well for impeding. So it might not be second on the grid. Go double checking that. But Omi, come on, Ferrari fan, what are you making of all this?
Oh yeah, the best session in the world. Oh, okay, I'm joking. Yeah. Leclerc. First of all, I'll start off with him. Ferrari. Leclerc asked for the softs, but Ferrari were like, no, just do one lap. And if Leclerc went for the softs, then he might have got through. However, Ferrari had other ideas. So yeah, thank you, Ferrari. I'll be going to Italy now and finding them. And Sainz, I don't really care about. So Sainz, do what you want. And yeah, I'm only supporting Leclerc and a certain commentator. So that's it. Anyway, other than that, about the session, so Hulkenberg, his front row might be at risk, Tsunoda, and obviously Sainz. So I think, I think we could see them maybe dropping down. But I am absolutely annoyed at Ferrari. So end of story. And hopefully we get an interesting race, and hopefully it's not just Verstappen dominating at the front.
Omi, calm, breathe in.
Okay,
hold, breathe out.
Just
well, I'm in the race tomorrow, so I could be going on a big rant if Ferrari mess up strategies.
You're joining me tomorrow.
If Ferrari mess up the strategy, you're getting a big rant, and it will be very long, so you guys won't even think about clipping it, because it'll take up about 5 minutes of the stream.
We've got Leclerc under investigation, as well as Tsunoda for impeding.
Oh, yeah, for impeding, yeah.
Looking further back, we've got Tsunoda and Hulkenberg after the session for impeding, and Gasly and Sainz for impeding as well. They're the three I'm noticing on my driver tracker, and Stroll and Ocon as well investigated after the session for impeding. That was in Q2. Looking down at the timing sheets as well. Red flag come out. I think that's happened. So they're the times we've got to look forward to. We'll update you on those in our pre-race show tomorrow, which Megan is hosting while me and Jess commentate on the IndyCar. Well, my thanks to Jess, my thanks to Omi, my thanks to Adam and to Josh as well. Let's give you some coverage updates as well. Tomorrow, a big day. We kick off with the MotoGP warm-up session. That's going to be live on YouTube as well. Then we go in straight away. We're going to go in for Moto3 and Moto2 live. Then we'll do the first touring car race. Then it's MotoGP live. Then it's touring cars race 2. Then we go in as well for touring cars race 3. And then we go into all the action from the IndyCar alongside the Canadian Grand Prix in a double bill. I'll be with Jess for the first 45 minutes of IndyCar. Then I'll leave. Ed will take over. Jess and Ed will call the end of the race as well. And then I'll move over here where Megan's been hosting the build-up to the Canadian Grand Prix. I'll come in when it's time for the big music and fanfare. And myself, Omi, and Adam will be alongside with Megan in the comms box, so that's going to be a lot of fun. That's our plan for tomorrow. A very busy day ahead of us for Formula One, MotoGP, IndyCar, as well as the British Touring Car Championship. It's going to be fantastic. And today, Max Verstappen has taken his 25th career pole position, but can he equal Ayrton Senna with 41 wins here at the Canadian Grand Prix? Time will tell. My thanks to Jess, Omi, to Adam, and to Josh. We'll see Josh next time out because he's at Brands tomorrow. And my thanks to Megan as well. We'll see you all tomorrow for the Canadian Grand Prix. Bye-bye.